What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be shoutcasting some awesome battles submitted by Poliwrath. I know I'm butchering these names, but that's okay. Shout out to this battler. We got a pedal to the metal full glass cannon team right here with Shadow Alolan Ninetales, Shadow Swampert, and the Galarian Zapdos. Absolutely no chill on this team. Brave Bird, Close Combat, Hydro Cannon, Earthquake, Weather Ball, Dazzling Gleam. This should be some very fun battles. Hope you guys enjoy, and again, thank you for sharing this with us, Poliwrath. Alright, getting into the first battle, we have Ninetales on the lead versus Knocked Out. Very positive lead right here because they do have Powder Snow. We do see a swap out in the Galarian Stunfisk, and the Galarian Zapdos is going to come in. You know, there's just something special when it comes to Pokemon Go's animations. Some Pokemon are just so much better than others. The Galarian Zapdos in this case literally bouncing off of the phone screen, or the altered form Giratina with the Shadow Force. You know, like, some of these things are just so good. Now, they do get to the Brave Bird in time. This is going to be doing a ton of damage and getting a shield right there from the Knocked Out. Now it's up to Ninetales and Swampert to close this game out, which I think they're going to be able to handle just fine. But I just wanted to take a moment to just appreciate the animations because I know there's no way. Come on, Ninetales. Come on, land it. Let's see it. Boom! One shot to the Scrafty! And with this is all over. Swampert is going to come in and make quick work of it with double Hydro Cannons. Oh man, this is going to be a no-chill video. If you guys enjoy the high-paced, high-action booms, this is going to be the place to be for the next 20 minutes. But yeah, I just want to take some time to show some appreciation to the Niantic developers who put in these animations, right? Because they are just so cool. So if there's a Pokemon that you guys absolutely love the animation of, let me know down in the comments what unique Pokemon that is. But I think, yeah, the Shadow Force charge move from Giratina Altered and the Galarian Zapdos might be two of the best out there. Alright, we got Ninetales now versus Sabaly. Another positive lead matchup, though this isn't Charm. Ninetales would obviously shred with that. But the Sabaly can fight back with a return, but that looked to be very quick, and it is just going to be a foul play right there, which is going to be resisted. And now they can safely go for weather. Oh, they go for the Dazzling Gleam. I'll say they could safely go for Weather Balls because they have multiple. And it just does so much neutral damage. Boom! See ya, Sabaly. In comes a Bastion. Swampert is going to get swapped in. Medicham is going to swap in now. And this is looking to be a good game as Swampert is going to be able to put a lot of shield pressure on with the Hydro Cannons. And they have no clue that there is the Galarian Bird just sitting in the back waiting to counter down the Bastion. So this is looking to be a good game. Medicham trying its best to load up on energy. And the Swampert's just going to go ahead and let it go as the Ice Punch is not enough to KO here. And they will get the farm down. That is actually a healthy farm down on Medicham. So this game isn't over yet. But the Zapdos really doesn't need... Oh, they come in with the Ninetales. That is a good swap in because now they force the shield here with the Weather Ball. And they do get it. And then Zapdos now can just come in and fully counter down, I should say. Safely double shield, right? There's no reason to be no shielding as Ice Punches will do super effective damage. Bastion comes in, and this is all over. They can just overload on energy to have multiple... They're going to be forced to shield here. Hopefully the Medicham doesn't have a charge move, but I think Zapdos wins the CMP tie anyways, so long as they have double close combat. Oh, they're just going to go ahead and Brave Bird it right here. You love to see it. The opponent probably did have a charge move there, but ultimately they lost CMP tie as Zapdos now, boom, one-shots the Medicham, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. All right. This is fun. I love seeing these, like, full glass cannon teams. All right, we got Ninetales now versus Lantern. Kind of a tough lead here. They will swap out into the Swampert, and they draw out a Knocked Out, so no grass type in the back. Obviously, that is the big threat to Swampert, right, with the water ground typing. But grass hasn't been too meta as of late. There are still strong grass type Pokemon, don't get me wrong. But they haven't been all over the place and just dominating the meta. It's more common to see like Medichams, Galarian Stunfisk, Noctowls, Bastiodons, Lanturns, Sableyes, right? Those are more common. So the Hydro Cannon now does get a shield. They don't get the next CMP tie, so they're looking to switch this mid-game around if they can, as they do decide to shield the second Sky Attack. And they do have a Hydro Cannon ready to go. And unfortunately, the opponent... the opponent does shield. It's going to be a race to the next charge move. Let's see if they can get there in time. The opponent makes a beautiful swap into Lanturn, actually, now catching the charge move here, which is going to be resisted. So what a play by them. But now they have proper alignment. They counter swap back into Ninetales here to catch the charge move. And they are reading that the Zapdos might be able to be their win con to sweep this game. Ninetales just needs to get to this Dazzling Gleam here as Lanturn is looking to throw another potential Surf. Yeah, it is going to be another Surf, so let's see if they can make it in time. Yeah, they do make it to the Dazzling Gleam. This is definitely going to do enough neutral damage. All shields are down. Swampert has a Hydro Cannon, I believe, ready to go. So it's going to come down to CMP tie versus Noctowl if the Noctowl decides to come in. No, it's a Medicham in the back. This is where things get very dangerous. The Galarian Zapdos needs to land a Brave Bird. And they have to also catch the charge move from Noctowl, because this is going to get dangerous very quickly. Here's the swap. They catch it on the Swampert instead. Oh my goodness, the Psychic does land, but they undercharge it. They get to the Hydro Cannon in time. This is such a back and forth. Noctowl has a charge move, I believe. They undercharge the Hydro Cannon, come in with the Zapdos. The opponent is going to be looking to swap here. They go for the Brave Bird right away. All shields are down. This is obviously going to be enough damage. Boom! Do they have the charge move ready to go? No, they don't. Noctowl has the charge move, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. I feel like the play there might have potentially been the back-to-back close combats. Could have gone either way. I don't know if that would have done enough resisted damage to Medicham. That's the dangerous part. Good game. All right, we got Bastiodon here on the lead. We will see the Zapdos swap in and get ahead on energy, and the opponent is not swapping out. They must be weak in the back, and they actually bring in a Shadow Victory Bell, so they can go for the double close combat here. Even though this is resisted, this is coming from a Glass Cannon Pokemon with Stab versus a Shadow Victory Bell, so they're going to be forced to shield twice, because this will be enough to... I hope this is enough to KO. Yeah, it does get 2 shields right there. And getting the Shadow Victory Bell onto the field is actually huge for them, because Ninetales can come in and Powder Snow down. They might be forced to shield right here. They're going to no shield though. Let's see if it is going to be the Leaf Blade. No, it's going to be the Acid Spray, so they should be able to Powder Snow down. And now they have Swampert ready to go for whatever is in the back, and hopefully it's not another Grass-type Pokemon. Let's see. It is not. Bastiodon is not swapping out, and the opponent surrenders. It must have been like a Medicham or a Sableye or something back there. So good game, but Swampert was going to sweep that one. All right, move next one. We have Ninetales versus Quagsire here on the lead. Okay, we'll have to see what the opponent is deciding to run, but obviously both Pokemon doing neutral damage to each other. Powder Snow, Weather Ball, Mud Shot, and Mud Bomb, but the Quagsire has the upper hand in this situation if they are running Stone Edge. And they make a swap. Come on. Catching the Stone Edge? Yes, it is resisted right there. That is a huge catch, as they should be able to get to the Hydro Cannon. The opponent swaps into an Obstagoon now, and Swampert has loaded energy. I'd be very curious to see if it is a double dark backline, but either way, they're going to be getting themselves either switch or shield advantage right here, which is a great position to be in. They do get the shield advantage. Obstagoon won't be able to farm down. Whoa, voice pop right there. We're all right. Won't be able to farm down. They're forced to throw the Night Slash. Any boost? No boost. They could 2-tap with counter here on the Zapdos. Let's see if they decide to do it. Yeah, they do. 1, 2. No, it wasn't enough. I thought the 2-tap was there. But unfortunately, Obstagoon does get to the charge move, and it is just going to be an Obstruct. And now we're going to see the Quagsire come in. And this is dangerous for the opponent, because clearly Quagsire is their best answer. Now they're going to get countered down. Uh-oh, the opponent is gone. This is just going to be a Mud Shot as well. I don't believe that was enough energy for Stone Edge. No, it was! Oh, boom! They get 1 shot! No, it's going to be a double in the back. And this game is just completely flipped on its head. I didn't think the Quagsire had enough energy there, but granted, these are sped up. Excuse me, these are sped up. So it's hard to kind of keep track when it's going a lot faster than normal, but I was definitely surprised by the Stone Edge. I told you guys, this set of battles looks to be very pedal to the metal. All bets are off, as now they're going to get to this Weather Ball in time, but did the opponent have a Wild Charge ready to go? Let's see. No, it is just going to be a Body Slam, so the Ninetales is going to be able to hang on and do enough neutral damage here. I believe with Weather Ball? No, not enough! One Powder Snow. Quagsire coming back in, gets Powder Snow down. That's going to be a good game. So, a lot of back and forth right there. Good one. We got Ninetales now versus Dunsparce here on the lead. So, Dunsparce, a tough Pokemon to face off against. They will swap out into Swampert to get ahead on energy, and we do see an Altaria come in. So, this is very good because in a matchup against Dunsparce, right, it does super effective damage with Rollout, the Rock Fast move, and Rock Slide. Having that hard farm down like we're going to see with the Alolan Ninetales here is going to be very strong. Plus, the Altaria might be the only counter to a Zapdos, so we'll have to, or the Galarian Zapdos here. A normal Zapdos could still do well in that matchup. But we're going to see the hard farm down now from Alolan Ninetales because it's going to just get so much energy for that matchup. And we might just see a Zapdos sweep as well. So let's find out. They're going to go ahead. I don't think they give up a shield. Yeah, they're not going to give up a shield. Sky Attack will hurt, but ultimately you got to worry about whatever's in the back. And we will see a swap out actually right away. They're wanting to swap out right away. Yeah, they will swap out right away into the Zapdos to get ahead on energy. And it's going to be a knockdown in the back. So, it's not the best matchup, but it is a good one, and they decide to go for the Brave Bird right away. Very interesting, as the opponent is going to shield, and they, okay, alright, maybe they can win this. They got to let the Sky Attack go through, and now they're going to come in with Ninetales, load up on energy, but I think Dunsparce is just going to fast move down. Ultimately, I don't think there's a win con here, unfortunately. I feel like the double close combat might have been the better call. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, they're going to go for the Dazzling Gleam, actually, as the opponent might be fearful, or might just let it go through. They do let it go through. It lands. It's going to come down to fast moves now, and Ninetales takes it! Oh, man, the Dunsparce could have potentially shielded right there and won with fast moves, but ultimately, they let it go through. No chill in these battles. We got Defense Form Deoxys here on the lead. Let's see how they play this out, as they could have access to Rock Slide. Thunderbolt still does great neutral damage. Same with Psycho Boost, and ultimately, it's a Pokemon that can do well against this whole team, but can't take the whole team down at once. Now, they do give up a shield there. That's very interesting to note, because it might be that double dark backline with Umbreon and Greninja. We don't know yet, but they do catch... No, it's going to be a Dugong in the back. They did catch the Thunderbolt there, which was resisted, as they now go for Hydro Cannon, hoping to get a shield bait here, but they didn't build up enough energy for Earthquake, and the opponent read that, as now they're going to be forced to throw another Hydro Cannon. And if it is going to be a Greninja in the back, this Zapdos is about to have a very, very fun time, as the opponent now is going to be forced to throw the charge move. But they do have a lot of energy here on the Dugong, so they're going to have another charge move almost ready to go. And I feel like the Ninetales needs to come in and soak that. They decide to come in with Zapdos instead. They're going to be forced to shield here, as Icy Wind will do super effective damage. But they will get a good amount of energy in return for this, because their counter isn't doing as much. So they get one extra counter right there. And let's see what's going to be coming in. Defense Form Deoxys most likely. Yeah, it does decide to come in. They go for the Brave Bird now, looking to force that final shield from the opponent, and they're going to have to go into that Ninetales right away, as they do get the final shield. Ninetales comes back out. The opponent swaps out, and it's an Umbreon, but it's unshielded, as Dazzling Gleam is going to be doing so much super effective damage. I don't think it might be enough to KO. Who am I kidding? No, it's not enough to KO, but they should be able to farm down and easily let this go. Last Resort will hurt, but they won't get farmed down by Snarl. Powder Snow will be able to do enough work right here, and this is where you might want to give up that shield. Yeah, they want to give up the shield, because the Dazzling Gleam here against Defense Form Deoxys, I think, does enough. Now, if it doesn't do enough, Defense Form Deoxys might win this game! Oh, no! They have the charge move ready to go. The counter goes through. The Thunderbolt. Is it going to be enough to KO? No, it was a Psycho Boost. Oh, boom! They go down. Unfortunately, losing that game. All right, that was a good one. We got Poliwrath here on the lead. I feel like the call there then was to let the charge move go through on Ninetales and then come in with Zapdos. We see not a great swap. We don't see a great swap because this Weather Ball here is doing super effective damage and they're just going to get farmed down, and the Venusaur won't be able to line itself to the Swampert. They're going to go ahead and counter swap into their own Swampert right away as the, wait, was it I thought I saw a Poliwrath lead. I could have been wrong. I was looking up here at you guys. But yeah, we'll see what the other Pokemon is. It might be Seaking Poliwrath here. But we shall see. As the Earthquake now going to be coming through. Does get a shield right there. A Seaking won't be able to farm down. Has to throw charge moves at Swampert in order to get rid of it. And they're going to go ahead and let this go. They're going to unleash the Zapdos right here. As they go ahead. Let's see. They're going to go ahead and come in. Look to load up on energy. And let's see how this plays out. Oh, it was a Poliwrath on the lead. Okay, they're going to go ahead and look to shield this potential Ice Punch. And that is looking to be a good game as they can easily go for close combat here. And this is just going to do so much damage. It's neutral. No need to go for Brave Bird. They do get a shield. They counter swap into the Dazzling Gleam now, catching the Poliwrath off guard. Boom! One-shots Poliwrath. And now we see the Seaking come in. They're going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball to close this game out. Even if it's not going to be enough damage to KO. It is enough damage to KO. So good game. Very well played. Alright. Moving into the next one. We have... Let's see. We have Ninetales on the lead versus Greninja. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Greninja, and it is going to be Powder Snow for the Ninetales, so Greninja does a lot better in this matchup, is already at a Hydro Cannon. This is what's insane about Greninja and why it's so much fun to use, is just the raw damage and speed at which it can unleash that damage on the meta. As the opponent decides to no-shield, they're going to be another Hydro Cannon right now, and things get very dangerous very quickly as they're going to go ahead and let this one go through. And it's not enough to KO, but they do get the Weather Ball off in time, which now is going to be forcing potential shield here from the Greninja if they want to farm down. No, they don't. The opponent swap into Zapdos and counter down the Greninja, so it is gone. In comes a Weezing right here. And this Weezing is going to be forced to shield as the Brave Bird is going to be doing so much neutral damage. We will likely see a shield. Yeah, there's no reason to not be shielding against a Galarian Zapdos, right? Just because of how much damage it's going to be putting out. Boom, down goes the Zapdos. Swampert needs to come in and load up on energy right here. And let's see how this plays out. They do decide, oh, there's a Venusaur in the back and the instant surrender. Oh, no. Good game. All right, moving into the next one. We have Ninetales on the lead versus Haxus. Okay, so a good lead matchup, especially with Powder Snow. The opponent swaps out into a Lantern, so we will see the Swampert come in. And this is where they can easily lock it down, but the Lantern can fight back with Surf. That is something to note. It just does so much neutral damage, and if they want to shield, they got to another one already. So yeah, this is a tough one for Swampert, because even though it's a counter on paper, it's only a counter if it can land a charge, if it can land the Earthquake, right? So here comes the Earthquake. They're going to go ahead and undercharge it. The opponent let it go. Boom! And let's see who decides to come back in. It's probably going to be the Haxus, knowing that it can resist the charge moves. But ultimately, Haxus, oh yeah, it's got the Earthquake right here. It's going to be forcing a shield. Otherwise, this one-shots. Will they shield? No! Boom! See ya! Ninetales comes in, and that is a good game. Instant surrender. They were hoping for the Hydro Cannon, but that was not going to happen. Good game. These are some fun battles. I think this is the last one here. About a 20-minute video. All right, we got Galvantula here on the lead. Both Pokemon doing a lot of neutral damage to each other, but the Ninetales is going to be able to outpace and get to the Weather Ball a lot quicker than the Galvantula can get to its first charge move. And let's see if it's actually going to be cross poisons here. That's what's going to be very interesting. They decide to shield. Is it going to be cross poisons? No, it's going to be a lunge debuff right there. So the attack did drop. They do get to another Weather Ball in time. And now you got to be considering, will they try to swap into the Swampert here to catch the charge move? No, they're going to go ahead and probably let this go. Yeah, it's going to be a good call. Come in with Swampert and load up on energy. The lunge, not enough to KO. They can actually Powder Snow down. The opponent swaps in to, a Ninetale, or a Noctowl. And the Ninetales now is going to be able to get a free Weather Ball off. Swampert is going to have to come in here and look to make quick work of the Noctowl with Hydro Cannon, because the Galarian Stunfisk might just be able to sweep. If we take a look at the team building that we see before us, Galvantula, Bug type, and the Noctowl, Flying type, or both part types, right? They both resist or have a resistance to counter. In Noctowl's case, right, it's neutral because of the normal typing, but ultimately 2 counters to fighters. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is something weak in the back to a Zapdos here. Please be a Bastiodon. Let's see. No, it's going to be a Swampert, so neutral damage in this situation, but counter is really starting to add up, but Swampert does not care. All shields are down, and the opponent, or our own Swampert here, does have a charge move ready to go, so you got to be careful about that. They go ahead and go for the close combat, looking to force the final shield, but the question is, will they get farmed down by the Galvantula that counter swaps in? No, counter swap in! They get to the close combat in time. This is going to be KOing the Swampert. See ya. Boom! Galvantula now is going to be coming in, and they get countered down, simultaneous KO, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. Really fun team right there, as they are able to take it with Shadow Alolan Ninetales, Shadow Swampert, and Galarian Zapdos. So shout out to P-Woosh, thank you for sharing these battles with us. Very fun looking team right there, and really great battles. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.